Hello, sweet, beautiful angels. So, today I actually want to talk to you about, in the perspective of the dolphins, what is the key, or a major key to really rebalancing and healing our world, which I think is something so many of us are interested in. It can be so challenging sometimes to be a human right now and to witness what's happening in the world and to feel at some times powerless to what other people are going through and what decisions are being made. But as we know in our souls, we do have this sovereignty and this power inside of us. And it really does begin with us. So today we're bringing the dolphins in, who are so amazing. And for those of you who haven't worked with the dolphins as sort of spirit guides or mentors before, this might be really fun and interesting. And there's some of you who maybe bring the dolphins in all the time as well. So the dolphins are highly conscious beings who are multidimensional, and just as we would connect with an ascended master such as Mary Magdalene or Kuan Yin, we can connect with the dolphins because they have this multidimensional consciousness that isn't just based in their physical bodies on Earth. It is very vast, and like we are multidimensional, it's just that most humans have a lot less access to this multidimensional higher consciousness with our current state of being. So the dolphins are fantastic mentors, and I wanted to talk to you today about, a teaching that always comes through. Like they're always talking about this with me. But I just finished a session with a client of mine who is in my course, Dolphin Consciousness, and she just booked a dolphin activation session with me. So in these dolphin activation sessions, it's similar to if we're working together and we're working with your angels and your spirit guides and we're channeling them. But actually this time we're bringing the dolphins and the whales in. So for her, I got really inspired by what they channeled through for her session, and I wanted to bring that through here. Oh, thanks. Says, love my hair. That's Kendra. So when you work with the dolphins, you will very likely find that they will resonate so deeply with the Divine Mother and the inner child connection. Okay, so dolphins they serve the Divine Mother, okay? They are very divine feminine beings. They're very balanced beings. They have divine feminine and divine masculine. They use both of their parts of their brains simultaneously, whereas we tend to be in the left brain or the right brain. The dolphins are very balanced, but in their balance, their sort of calling card, their soul, their collective soul resonance is to really serve the Divine Mother. And we can see that, right? Because they're water beings. They live in the ocean. The ocean is Divine Mother consciousness. So when they connect with humans, what they see for us is this split, like our inner children are so beautiful but wounded. We'll get through that in a second. And then we have the connection with the Divine Mother that's also been sort of cut off, although it can never truly be cut off. We have this relationship with the Divine Mother that just isn't really happening in our society because of this patriarchal agenda. So in their beingness, what they see for humans is also the Divine Mother and the inner child connection. You can also think about it a little bit like embodied in the heart and the sacral connection. And for those of you women or womb holders, you also can think about it as the heart and the womb connection, okay? So the heart and the womb, the heart and the sacral, and the Divine Mother and the inner child. This is a patterning of consciousness. This is a blueprint that we are born with as souls that is inherent for us and is so necessary for us to activate our power and to really live and breathe our power and our abundance in this lifetime. You'll find that many channelers speak about the inner child being the key to abundance in your life. So there's so many reasons why you would want to connect with the Dolphins' teachings around this, okay? So we're starting with this first, the Divine Mother and the inner child. Our inner children have been, we as children have been so dismissed. The inner child, according to the dolphins and according to the angels and the ascended masters and our hearts and our souls and what we know to be true, children are little tiny masters running around that are so connected to source consciousness, that are still really embodying their truthful innocence, okay? But most of us as children were dismissed, okay? What did you want to do when you were a kid? You probably wanted to play, but a lot of the time you were sent to school to sit on a hard desk instead. You wanted maybe to share your perspective about how you see the world and the magic you see in the world, maybe even the elementals or the fairies. And eventually you were told to get serious, do your homework, do your chores, that's for babies or whatever it is. If you were very lucky, you maybe had parents that really honored your sensitivity, your psychic ability, etc., your creativity, your innocence, your play. But for most of us, that wasn't the case, okay? And so our inner children have been very dismissed, and our relationship with the Divine Mother has been very dismissed. Most of us as well were raised in either families that didn't believe in God at all or believed in a male God. And you know this, right? This is just kind of a little bit of like a background, so we're all on the same page to really feel into the dolphin teachings. So when the dolphins see us, right, it's like, okay, so ideally, according, in the dolphin's perspective, we want to have our connection to the Divine Mother open, strong, activated, and really feel like children of the Divine Mother. And also to feel that we're connected with a divine feminine of our higher self, the Divine Mother of our higher self, because we have the Divine Mother, and then we also have the Divine Mother channeling through our own fractals of consciousness as souls. We also have inner mothers, which are essentially one and the same, the Divine Mother, but they're our own inner mothers, our own inner divine feminine energies. So we want that activated. And then not only that, we also want our relationship with our inner child activated, so that in our heart and our womb, our heart and our sacral, our inner mother and our inner child, they are together. They are connected. The inner child feels deeply cared for and nourished by the Divine Mother and by the divine feminine of our higher self, okay? So we're going to do a short meditation today to connect with this, because it's one thing to talk about it, and then it's another thing to kind of go in and, spend a few minutes or whatever we're going to do and actually experience it. But when we have our inner child and our Divine Mother connected, and when we have our hearts and our sacrals connected, we activate our blueprint of Holy Divine Mother source consciousness within, and we are resonating with I'm worthy and I'm taken care of. When we're resonating with I'm worthy, I'm taken care of, I'm lovable, we are able to co-create and to live heaven on earth realities. And we are able to hold tremendous space for the people in our lives that might need us. We're able to hold tremendous space for ourselves and for the continued healing of our own inner children. Okay? So this, again, is the perspective of the dolphins. The dolphins are emissaries of the Divine Mother, of oceanic consciousness, and of inner children. And when a lot of people speak about the dolphins and what their teachings are, they go right to, well, the dolphins are emissaries of joy. They are in the frequency of joy. But I find that it's like, yeah, they are. But when you're talking to an average human going through what we go through day to day, and you're saying, okay, let's work with the dolphins. Let's get in the joy energy. Close your eyes. Feel the joy of the dolphins. Like, part of you might be like, you know what, fuck off. Like, I'm wounded right now. Like, we can't necessarily get from where a lot of us are and what we're dealing with to joy, right? So I find it interesting about when, how we have other people teaching about the dolphins. It's like, yeah, but like what the dolphins, come through with me is they show us, they recognize where we are, and they don't expect us to just like switch on into joy like in a second. They can show us a pathway of how we can be in that sustainable place of that inner child happiness, innocence, and joy. And they're showing us how they do it, right? Kendra says, "Ha, yes," right? So we work with we love the wounded inner child, and we bring in the Divine Mother, and this will help with abundance. This will help with so much in your life. So let's go ahead and do just like, oh, and I do want to mention something, a couple announcements before we get into a short meditation, a drop in. One, if you love dolphins, if you love whales, we have our next Dolphin Healing Collective call. This is a free call. It's usually once a month we do it, and we're doing it this Sunday. And we're going to be meeting as a group to pray for and do energy work for the orcas that are in captivity. So the killer whales around the world that are captive, that are in tanks. We will be gathering on Sunday to pray for, to do energy work for, to bless. And to really connect with the orca's consciousness as well. So if you're not a part of the Dolphin Healing Collective, you can go to the link in my bio and sign up for free, and then you'll get the emails. So Maya says that's a good point when you're teaching. Yeah. Kendra says, "Thanks, girl. Your work is always so helpful." Yay. So yeah, the Dolphin Healing Collective is on Sunday, and I'm really excited about that. I was actually in Tenerife recently, in the Canary Islands, and I'd never before seen a captive dolphin, a captive whale, for obvious reasons, I like them wild. But there were 4 captive orcas, and there was also captive dolphins in a place called Loro Parque, which means Parrot Park in Spanish, and I just felt really called that I needed to go see them. It was almost like the feeling of like going to visit my family in prison. Is honestly the best way I can describe it. And I literally procrastinated. I literally waited to the last day. I was in Tenerife for 2.5 months in total, and I went the very last day I was there. I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it was really sad, and it was really interesting how these people were framing it to kind of tell everybody in the audience that this is totally okay, this is great, you're actually helping orcas by being here, you're helping wild orcas by being here. So it was good on some levels to be able to get a little bit of intel as well about what the fuck they're telling people, what's going on behind the scenes, as well as connect with these souls that are in the tanks. So there's a couple of things we'll be doing on Sunday. Obviously praying for them, blessing them, but we're also going to be connecting with their higher consciousness and really receiving messages from them. How can we best serve orcas and dolphins, especially captive orcas, in our day-to-day lives? And you might find you get a similar message, such as myself, from them, which is be as free as you possibly can be, enjoy your freedom and fucking love it, and run with it and go with it and enjoy it, because that's going to emanate the freedom codes for everybody. Yeah, so Witchy Kind of Woman's talking about the Atlantean connection, and actually we did our last Dolphin Healing Collective call was about healing Atlantean wounds and traumas. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find the last call we did there with Atlantis. And Chris says the dolphins live in ocean water, one of the best conductors of all emotional energy. Absolutely. So that was my first announcement before we drop into a dolphin meditation with the Divine Mother and Inner Child. And secondly, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And I do have a Valentine's Day offer for you. So I channel angels. I've communicated with angels for many, many, many years now, and done probably thousands of sessions at this point channeling angels and spirit guides messages for my clients. So I do offer these sessions one-on-one, and right now they're 25% off until February 22nd. So if you do want to sit down with me and you would like me to read your energy field, to connect with your angels, to connect with your spirit guides, and then we do some energy work together to ensure that you are in your most aligned state to your life mission that you can be, head to the link in my bio as well, and you'll find these sessions are 25% off, $50 off. Okay. So thanks everyone for your beautiful comments. So let's ground into a short meditation together with the dolphins. So when you're ready, you can close your eyes and just take a deep breath. I feel the dolphins so strongly here with us now. So I just want you to imagine that there are dolphins around you right now. These beautiful angels of the sea. So dolphins are actually angels as well. They are angelic consciousness of the sea. They're divine mother emissaries. And feel them swimming around you right now. And you might see the blues of the ocean or the turquoise of the ocean. You might even hear the dolphin squeaks. And I just want you to imagine that they're swimming all around you, that they're beginning to create this healing cocoon of oceanic crystalline light. So all around your body, the dolphins are weaving a beautiful chamber of light, a beautiful cocoon of light for you. And I want you to feel that your inner child is in your sacral chakra or your womb right now. And just feel the presence of the essence of your inner child in your womb. And I want you to see that inner child as a dolphin baby. And so you got this little dolphin baby in your womb or your sacral. And this is your inner child, okay? So you might have visualized your inner child differently or in a different place in previous exercises. But for right now, if it feels good, just see your inner child with your little dolphin baby child in your womb, in your sacral. Taking a deep breath and just saying, hello, inner child. And I want you to see that the dolphins are beginning to play with this inner dolphin baby within you like it's a member of their own pod. Like your inner dolphin baby, your inner child is a member of their own pod, and they might be lovingly rubbing up against, the inner child. Like that's kind of how dolphins give hugs. They kind of just like rub against each other. Or they might be just sending sonar. And they're just sending so much love to your inner child that we see as this little inner dolphin baby in your sacral. And then allowing a beautiful column of light above your head now and feeling that there's a pink rose. And the frequency of the pink rose is being channeled from above your head through your crown and all the way into your heart. And there's a beautiful pink rose of the Divine Mother. And this is the divine feminine of your higher self has come as this pink rose into your heart. The divine feminine of your higher self, the divine mother of your higher self. Feeling the divine mother presence, the divine feminine of your higher self in your heart. And that connection to the cosmic divine mother, the great mother. And feeling the dolphins begin to activate this pink rose in your heart. And notice that they have something similar. They have this sort of pink energy. It might even be turquoise energy that's coming from their heart. And they're just like blessing you, like blasting your pink rose of your heart. This divine mother consciousness in your heart. And start to see now that there is a connection being formed between this pink rose of your heart and the divine feminine of your higher self with your inner dolphin baby. And the divine mother is channeling through your heart and your pink rose. And I want you to see that your inner dolphin baby, your inner child, is saying, I love you to the divine mother, the pink rose of your heart. And then that pink rose of your heart is replying, I love you, to the inner child, to the womb, to the sacral. And so it's going to look like the heart down says, I love you. And then the sacral up says, I love you. The pink rose, divine mother, down says, I love you, in the heart. And then the inner child, inner dolphin baby, goes up to the heart, to the divine mother, says, I love you. Okay, so just take a moment, I'll be silent, and we're just going to do this for a few breath cycles. I love you, I love you. We're just going to say I love you to each other. I love you, inner child. I love you, inner dolphin baby. I love you, divine mother. I love you, heart. I love you, inner dolphin baby. I love you, inner child. I love you, Divine Mother. I love you, pink rose of my heart. I love you, inner dolphin baby. I love you, inner child. I love you, Divine Mother. I love you, pink rose of my heart. One more time on your own. And feeling now the dolphins coming in and weaving the connection stronger between your inner child and your Divine Mother of your heart, in your heart. And it's almost like, I see it like weaving like DNA. Like it almost looks like they're knitting it together in the shape of how DNA, the strands, kind of interweave. But how you see it is perfect, and just feel the dolphins are strengthening your inner child and your Divine Mother of your higher self, and the Divine Mother, and they're strengthening that connection with light. And they're beginning, they're singing, and the angels of the sea are being brought forth now. So in your chamber, you're feeling and seeing that the dolphins are swimming around you, supporting this Divine Mother, inner child relationship and connection. And then the angels of the sea are blessing you, blessing your innocence, blessing your relationship with the Divine Mother, blessing your remembrance of your oceanic consciousness, the Divine Mother in your ocean's blood of your water body. And take a deep breath, asking the dolphins to create this chamber now in a way that's going to be good for you to move around in your day-to-day reality, just kind of softening the chamber or releasing it and bringing in a better one just for your day-to-day, functioning day-to-day reality. Taking a deep breath in, blessing your inner dolphin baby, and maybe asking, inner dolphin baby, what do you need right now? My inner dolphin baby, inner child. And seeing if anything comes up. My inner dolphin baby just like wants a little dance party after this, and then some food. And just to enjoy life. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes back to this space. Welcome back, everyone. So how are you feeling after your inner dolphin baby, Divine Mother activation? Let me know if you're on replay. I put this on YouTube or wherever I do. You can just let me know in the comments. If you're live, you can comment as well. So yeah, thank you so much to the dolphins, and hopefully you felt how much the dolphins transmit the consciousness of the Divine Mother, how much they love your inner dolphin baby, and how much they are here for you. Maya says, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining. And again, there's 25% off one-on-one sessions with me right now until February 22nd. So if you, in your heart and your inner dolphin baby, feels called to meet with me and your guides and angels, we can definitely bring in the dolphins if you'd like. You can request that. You can go to the link in my bio or the link below, wherever you're seeing this. And we have our Dolphin Healing Collective call this Sunday, February 19th. It's free, and we're going to be working with the orcas on Sunday. So Witchy Kind of Woman says, oh, such beautiful light language came through. Oh, gorgeous. So much gratitude, sister. Thank you so much for being here. Chris says, thank you, Beth and the dolphins. Yay. And Sharon says, thank you for this blessing, and blessings to you. Thank you so much for hanging out, and may the dolphins bless you. Happy Love Day. May you love up your inner dolphin baby today, and we'll see you soon.